Hey, everybody. We are live here on Bucs Live, Broad Street South Radio, Sports Talk, Florida. We're all over the place. Wanted to hop on just for a few minutes. Let's talk about the Super Bowl. Who is in it now that we know it's San Francisco and Kansas City? Let's break that down. Just talk real quick about that. Maybe we'll have a guest or two pop by. We shall see. But let's talk a little bit right here on a surprise pop up edition, unexpected, rapid reaction, whatever you want to call it, show. Bucks Live.
Are you ready?
Get ready. It's time for Bucs Live.
Wait a minute. Bucs Live.
Bucs Live.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers talk with Rick Hughes and David Whitecarver.
This is
Bucs Live.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Get ready.
Get ready. It's time for...
Sorry. Let's talk about the Super Bowl, who we think, what we think about the matchup, what we think about tonight's game. I've got a lot to say about that. Well, a little bit Bucks related here. We'll talk about some Bucks related stuff. I want to hear from you guys, but let's wrap it all up. First of all, we got to talk about tonight's game. We got to talk about Dan Campbell. We got to talk about choosing to not kick the field goal. Wow, that looms large right now. There is so much that happened. As a long-suffering Buccaneers fan, I have to say I felt a kindred spirit with Detroit because of the pain they've been through for so long. We experienced it in our own way in years gone by, and then they kind of followed suit. So there's a part of me that was sort of rooting for them. I know there are a lot of Bucs fans who were not. I don't know if you hate Detroit because they knocked us out of the playoffs. If you just hate them because they're better than us this year, so is San Francisco. I don't know. But I think that I think overall, when I look at this matchup, I'm getting sick of Kansas City. I mean, I am. I'm getting sick of Kansas City. Yeah, they're good. There's no doubt, but San Francisco had better be thanking their lucky stars. They had really better be just thanking their lucky stars because San Francisco did not deserve this game. Detroit did not get beat. Detroit handed victory to San Francisco. They just gave it to them. There were some bad breaks. There were multiple bad breaks. Balls bouncing off of face masks. Balls that were very catchable, should have been caught, normally would be caught. You drop the ball. There's a lot that happened that was just weird. The fumble, a lot of things that happened that just, everything had to go right for San Francisco, and it definitely did. And Detroit just imploded. CJ Garner Johnson, whatever. I just can't stand the guy. He's arrogant. He was waving goodbye to San Francisco fans in the first half. How'd that work out for you, bud? Um, but I did want Detroit to win. So, I mean, what are your thoughts? Christopher Cole, I see. Yeah, you said Dan Campbell left 6 points out there. Yeah, he definitely did. They absolutely. There is no doubt this should not have been the outcome. And I think you saw a coach who uh he's all about taking risks, he's all about being aggressive, he's all about that, which has helped turn Detroit around. Now, I do want to say this to Buccaneers fans. You guys flipping out on Todd Bowles all year and saying he didn't show emotion. I didn't see a lot of emotion out of Dan Campbell. Would you be wanting his head for that, or would you be wanting his head for not kicking the field goal, use of timeouts, running the ball? There's so many ways you can you but this Detroit Lions team deserves credit. Look at where they've come. Look at how they have slowly they've turned things around into the Detroit Lions organization. They hung with the guy. They stayed with him, and that was very, very, very important. That when they had a horrible first year with Dan Campbell, and then they started terribly the second year with Dan Campbell, and then things turned around. And that's the thing, guys. You got to stick with your coaches. You got to do it, even when they make mistakes. And let's be clear, Dan Campbell made very costly mistakes tonight, or today's game. I do not put this loss on anybody other than him. It is his to own. It is his to wear. The players, I hope he is apologizing to the players, because I think this is 100% on him. Having said that, he's done a heck of a job in Detroit. So, I mean, look, they're a growing team. This stings. You know what it reminds me of? And this is part of why I wanted to come on. Is the year that the Buccaneers, the Burt Emanuel rule, the year that all came into being. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. Those of you who are newer as Bucs fans may not know what I'm talking about. But there was a year when the Bucs had sucked so bad for so long. And it was the NFC Championship game, and the Bucs were marching down the field against the Rams, and it looked like, holy cow, Sean King was going to lead them to the Super Bowl. And the only thing I could call it is unexplainable. I mean, they changed the rule. Burt Emanuel caught a pass that would have been a huge catch for a first down, and they called it incomplete. And it was heartbreaking because it was clearly a catch. It was clearly a catch. And Buccaneers fans were left, and there was just this horrible, bitter taste in your mouth until you won that Super Bowl. And then we kind of forgot that. Detroit just had that game that will live forever with them until they win a Super Bowl. There's going to be this game. If they don't win a Super Bowl, oh man, if they don't win a Super Bowl, if they never go to a Super Bowl, this game will always hurt those fans. It will always be this brutal memory that just doesn't go away. And you got to feel a little bit for the Detroit fans. Listen, man, they've done nothing. Yeah, I get it. They're another NFC team, and maybe you want to root against them, and that's fine. But they were playing another NFC team that beat us, by the way. So look, they collapsed. It happens. It happens, and it happened in Detroit tonight. And I want y'all to think about that and yeah, maybe you're celebrating, maybe you're a San Francisco fan, maybe maybe it hurts because you're a Detroit fan. Either way, listen, man, this is what we watch football for. This is what we watch football for, and I want to talk about something as Bucs fans. I want to talk about something, and this is, look, I don't know if we're gonna have any guests come by tonight or not, but I do want to talk about this real quick. I want to cover something real quick. I want to go over something. Um, as Buccaneers fans, I want everybody to maybe take a beat and learn how to win or lose with a little bit of grace, a little bit of dignity. Be a decent human being when you win or lose. Don't be like CJ Garner Johnson. And that guy just, nothing. He's all mouth. He should be a New Orleans Saint because that's what they're great at, just talking. They don't usually win anything, but they talk a lot. CJ Garner Johnson yapping out there, and I know Buccaneers fans. I've heard some stuff from Buccaneers fans who were like, "Yeah, in the face of Detroit, I hate them. I'm bitter about losing to them." Listen, man, learn how to lose with some dignity. Learn how to lose with a little bit of class. Man up. Say you got beat by the better team, brush the dust off and go beat them next year. That's my plan. That's my plan. Yeah, yes, Kathy. I know he came from the Saints, and he's all Saint. Everything about him is Saints. It's disgusting. Uh, but that's the thing, guys. Is don't be like that. Don't be like that. Right now, look at Detroit and understand, man, that sucks. San Francisco fans are cheering. All right. I mean, yeah, I look at the earlier game and I see, there's Lamar Jackson who's had an MVP season. He leaves it all out on the field. The man gets, hurt. He's sweating. But and for those of you who think the game's rigged, stop it. Stop it. First of all, you were saying it was rigged because of the colors of the logo, of the Super Bowl logo. See, it's rigged. Well, that didn't work out. So now you're going to say they had to change it because we caught them. You're going to see whatever you want to see. And just, why doesn't everybody try? Just grow up a little bit. Grow up a little bit. Let's all be, come on, man. Let's be better fans. Don't act like those idiots. Listen, for Detroit, to the fans of Detroit, man, that's heartbreaking. To San Francisco fans, you've got to be beyond excited, thrilled, feeling lucky, counting your counting your lucky stars that this just happened. I mean, it's crazy, but now is the time. Here is a chance to have a little dignity. Don't be a freaking baby, as Dave would say. I wish Dave was here tonight because all the comments I'm seeing from some Bucs fans, y'all are acting like the babies. So Detroit beat us. Earlier in the year, San Francisco beat us. All right. That's how that goes. Let's go beat them next time. And to them, congratulations, man. Great game tonight. Detroit, you gave the game away. Hopefully you learned something. You'll be better next year. Kansas City, God, I'm sick of Kansas City. I'm so sick of KC. I would have liked to have seen Baltimore do this. Ben Johnson, you're now free to go to Washington. Go ahead and pack your bags. Congratulations. I think you stopped coaching one half early. I think Ben Johnson stopped coaching 30 minutes early. You should have at least coached. Wow. Anyway, he's probably going to be Washington's new head coach. That's Detroit's offensive coordinator. Yeah, I mean, I just want, I mean, I look at games like today And then I look at the way Bucks fans are acting, and it's just like, God, is everybody like this? Are all the teams like this? Seriously. Um, but whatever. We got to watch some good football today. I love football. I really love football. We got to watch some good football. We got to watch some, guys just, man, giving everything they've got. To Kansas City, congratulations. You did it again. I hate you. To Baltimore, holy cow, great year. Great year. Kind of like Buffalo. You got to get better next year. Because Kansas City's still going to be there. And it's just, can we all stop picking anybody else in the AFC? Can we just go ahead and pick Kansas City every year to make it to the Super Bowl in the AFC? I mean, maybe they'll win, maybe they'll lose, but they're always going to be there. Does anybody else ever go from the AFC? I mean, it's just sort of all the people saying that the logo showed how it was rigged. Oops. I don't know. But anyway. Yeah, Christopher Cole. I wonder if CJ Garner-Johnson is crying again like he did after the Bucs beat the Saints in the playoffs. Probably is. He probably is. And you know what, Christopher? If it was your team, if it was the Buccaneers, you'd be crying too. So I don't have a problem if somebody's crying after a game that they lost where they, put it all out there. I don't like him. I think he's a jerk. But if he's crying, well, now's the time to cry. Anyway, I just wanted to hop on for a few minutes and give you my thoughts on the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be an interesting Super Bowl. I don't think Detroit matched up well against. I don't think Detroit matched up well against Kansas City. I think San Francisco and Kansas City is a much more interesting game. I think Brock Purdy is. Look, I'm not sure Brock Purdy's this great quarterback. Okay. But he sure made some key plays with his feet. Kansas City's defense is not all that great. So I give him a puncher's chance against Kansas City. I think this is going to be an interesting game. I don't know if you guys can check. Somebody run out there and check. There's got to be a line already out there on the Super Bowl. I imagine that. Yeah, I imagine that's out there already. Let's see. Yep, San Francisco is favored by 1.5. That's your opening line for the Super Bowl. San Francisco is favored by 1.5. I'm surprised a little bit. I mean, Kansas City just they just keep winning. They just keep winning. I hate them. They just keep winning. They're the Patriots of this decade. Anyway, I thought I'd hop on here for a few minutes. That's the update. That's who's in the Super Bowl with 49ers and Chiefs. San Francisco is favored by 1.5 as the opening line. And I just want to say, hey, guys, hey, Bucs fans, show a little class. Even if CJ Garner-Johnson does not, show a little class. We lost. So be it. I'm good with this with you, Christopher. Come on, Lynch, for another Super Bowl. I agree. That's who I'll be rooting for. That is who I'll be rooting for. No sour grapes because they beat us. I'm rooting for them. I hope they win. And anyway, guys, just wanted to hop on for a few minutes. You got it. Hope you enjoyed it. Interesting night. Good football. I'll be back. I'm gonna do a quick little video for uh I'll do a quick little video and all this for TikTok and such. We'll get that out there tomorrow. And you guys take care. But go Bucs. Always. Go Bucs, and go Bucs.
We sucked today. I sucked today. We sucked today. It was awful.